So you're excited after all?
As if.
Oh, well, my mistake. Your bag looks pretty bulky. What have you got in there?
I'm a journalist.
For your high school paper.
I'm writing an article. I don't get why it's such a big deal.
It's a distraction. You've always got your nose in that thing. Casey, look, I need your cooperation. Your help today.
Fine, I guess.
Imagine if you were stuck in bed all day. No one coming to visit you. Not even your family.
Heaven.
Pardon? It's only for a few days. Just be good, please.
Give me a sec. All good now. See you later, Mrs. Beaumaris.
Thanks, Ted.
So what are you going to be up to?
I'm writing an article.
Right. Don't write anything about me, thanks.
Casey, come on. We've got a long day ahead of us. There'll be no time for dawdling. All right. Here we are.
Now, who are you?
Casey.
Casey. Wonderful name. Very original. I'm Esther. Nice to meet you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go solve a mystery about a goat.
Casey, come here.
She said she's up for it.
Right, okay. All right. Lily, this is Casey.
Hi, Casey.
I'll be busy in the general ward, so come see Lily if you need anything. Now, your job is to go to each of the patients' rooms and spend some time with them. Oh, Lily, did you find a spare fob watch?
Yeah, I think so. It's here somewhere.
See if the patients need anything, but otherwise just give them a bit of company. Got that?
Yeah.
Found it.
Great. All right. Catch you later, Case.
Bye, Mum.
Okay, here you go. You can use it to keep track of the time. A lot goes on in a hospital. You can't be everywhere at once. I'll be busy today, so you're going to have to choose how you spend your own time.
What should I do now?
Mrs. Vaughan's room is just down the hall. That's a good place to start. She's really friendly. If I'm not off doing something, I'm usually just here. So head back anytime you need help.
Hello, dear. Come in. Casey Beaumaris. My, you must have grown a mile a minute since I last saw you. How tall you've grown.
Nice to see you, Mrs. Vaughan.
Ida. Please, Ida. We're all friends here. Welcome to the hospital. Come in, please. Make yourself at home.
Do you know anything about this airship?
A little, I suppose.
Do you know where it came from?
Not really, unfortunately. I mean, the brochure said that it used to be a luxury German airliner. Oh, Mr. Bruce would be a good person to ask. He was a passenger on the ship, I believe, back when it was in commission. His room is on the level below this one, in the same spot, I think.
I might go and have a look around.
Okay, then. I'll see you later, dear.
Excuse me.
Excuse you? Who are you?
Casey. We met before,
Are you sure?
near the elevator. You really don't remember?
You can't expect me to remember everything. I'm 84 years old. Remembered my age, though. Ha!
I meant to spend time with you, with each of the patients. Are you alright?
I'm perfectly fine, thank you. I just haven't been given my medicine yet. Now, why are you in my room?
I just told you.
You did?
I'm here to spend time with you.
Well, in that case, come in already. Have a seat over there.
Mrs. Esther?
I didn't tell you to call me Mrs., and I don't want it. I'm done with being a Mrs.
Sorry.
Never got much out of it anyway. Well, what is it?
What do you know about the airship?
What business is it of yours?
I'm writing an article.
Are you now?
I'm a journalist.
I'm sure you are.
You don't believe me? I'm writing for my school paper.
School paper? Never heard of it.
Is it a secret?
There are plenty of secrets around here. Secrets in the present, secrets of the past. The future's the only thing that's clear, really. Forget what I said. I know diddly squat about this place, except it's staffed by nitwits. Oh, that's smarts. This'll do the trick. Yell out with answers if you've got 'em. I'm not precious.
Answers for what?
Shh. I'm concentrating. Excuse me.
Yes?
How long did you say you'd be around?
Mum said it should be 3 days.
Oh, well, I won't keep you. Off you go. Bye-bye.
What?
Dr. Bouchard?
What are you here for? Time to turn me sunny side up?
I don't work here.
Then what are you doing in my room?
They told me to check in on you.
You must have heard wrong.
No, I'm meant to be here.
Then I return to my original question. As to your particular business in my room.
I'm just meant to come to visit and keep people company.
Well, I have no desire for company. Good day.
Hello. Can you hear me? Excuse me, what's your name? Goodbye then.
Oh, yeah.
Hello? Anyone there? Is this thing working?
Mr. Avery and his coffee. Can you have a chat with him about it? You know he doesn't listen to me.
So you think he'll listen to me?
Dr. Shen should be seeing Bouchard about now. Do you know what's going on there?
I don't know. Something about her palliative. She's probably got her own ideas of how she wants it, managed. Bouchard. She's a tough old nut. She was my family doctor since, well, before I was born. All my sisters.
Really?
Yeah. It's weird to see her in a hospital bed.
I guess when your time is up.
I guess.
You've returned.
Why can't I stay for a moment?
Do what you wish, but please stop discussing it with me.
Hi, Margot. You wanted to see me?
Continental man, you have faith in Nostradamus, of course.
Miss Fitzgerald?
I just, I know you believe me, but if I were you, I'd keep a lid on it around Mr. Fogg. That is, if you don't want your patients sorely tried.
Mrs. Fitzgerald,
What is it?
I must, rest.
Oh, of course. No need to tell me twice. I'll leave you to your nap, Mr. Bruce.
Hey, Lily,
Yes?
I went to see Dr. Bouchard.
Ah, yes.
Do you know why she would be angry with me?
Oh, she's gotten a prognosis recently. It was worse than any of us expected. She's taking it hard.
What was the prognosis?
I think I'll leave it to her to talk about the specifics, if she'd like to share.
Can't you help her?
She wants to stay lucid, aware. She's in a lot of pain, even with the meds. We're doing what we can.
She doesn't seem happy here.
She complains about it quite a bit, doesn't she? I've got to get back to it. Casey, she might not want company now, but if you're able to, check in on her every now and then. I'll do the same. Oh. Hey, Devon.
Hello.
Could you get Mr. Bruce's lunch going? I'll be ready to collect it in about 15 minutes.
Sure thing.
Thanks. Oh, Casey. Have you met Joe yet?
Not yet.
He's right over here. Joe,
Hmm?
come over for a sec. This is Casey.
Hey,
Hi.
so what's the deal?
Oh, Casey is Mrs. B's daughter. She's helping out around here for a few days. Remember?
Right. Well, Gromit, try not to break anything.
Why would you say that?
Be nice, Joe.
Fine. See you around, Casey.
See? Yeah.
There goes Esther again. I've got to give Mr. Bruce lunch in a moment. Can you check on her?
I'll do Bruce. You can figure out what the bee is in Mrs. F's bonnet.
Fine. Now, Esther. We'll see to you eventually.
Eventually? Ha! I'll die eventually.
What do you need?
I need my pills.
Joe's already given you your medicine this morning.
Codswallop, I need my pills.
Those pills are powerful painkillers. You can't have another dose till after lunch.
There was no first dose. This is medical malpractice. You know, I haven't seen a doctor in over a week, and now you're not giving me my pills.
We already gave them to you this morning. It's in the records.
Anyway, that stuff you give me is a joke. It does nothing for the pain or for the nausea. This vessel's eternal bobbing and swaying. I swear it wasn't like this when I arrived. Shoddy workmanship, I say.
I'll let Dr. Shen know you've been having some motion sickness. Anything else for right now?
Orange juice.
What's the magic word?
What am I, an infant?
No one's too old for manners.
Oh, and now I'm too old, am I?
Just the orange juice then.
Yes, and thanking you.
Oh, hey Casey.
Hi, Lily.
Devon? Could you be a dear and send up a glass of orange juice? No rush. I need a moment.
Fitzgerald?
Not so loud.
On its way. Good luck.
Thanks, Dev.
Hey, Casey. Mr. Bruce here is having lunch.
Can I help?
Help? Look.
It is fine. She can stay.
All right. Sit over there.
I might actually...
Yeah. Not much going on here.
See you in a bit, Mr. Bruce.
All right. All done. Right to head off, Mr. P.
Dr. Bouchard? Do you remember me? You were my doctor once, when I was a little girl.
Lean forward. That hair. Ruth's girl? Casey?
Yeah,
Casey, why are you here again?
I'm here to spend time with the patients.
Well, you spend more than enough with me.
I'm staying.
Suit yourself.
I'm going to leave.
You don't need to announce it.
Excuse me, I saw you before. Are you okay? Do you need help? I might just, Actually, maybe I should see if I can get some help. Don't go anywhere, I guess.
Ah, there you are. Hi, Tony. Come on with me. It's time for lunch. Okay, here we go.
I found a patient in the corridor, upstairs.
Long white hair, kind of freaky. Right, that'd be Tommy, Miss Hummel. Give me a second. Lil, Nurse Lily, she's in the corridor. That should do it.
wait here for a bit, please, Tommy?
You don't think Mr. Bruce had anything to do with it?
Esther.
I'm just exploring all possible possibilities.
I think not. Mr. Bruce is a gentleman and a scholar.
But their relations, you cannot deny that they hated each other.
Hate is a strong word, but there was a certain animosity. Oh, hello there. And who might you be?
I'm Casey.
Ruth's girl.
Oh, very good, very good. Mr. Avery at your service. Would you...
We'll see you later, dear.
Ah, yes. Find me in the afternoon. We'll have a good old chat.
Ah, Casey, there you are. Head over here for a lunch demonstration. All right, so this is where you order food. This is the intercom, and... Say hi, Devon.
What?
Oh, oops.
That you, Lily?
Yes, it's me. Sorry, I'm just... Casey's here. I'm showing her how to order.
Hi, Casey.
Hi.
Very well. When you're ready.
Okay, so you can order anything off the menu. Unfortunately, it's all
Sorry
soup.
that it's all soup. We're still getting the kitchen fitted out.
But it's good.
Hearty.
The options are on the menu on the wall. Just order when you're ready.
I'd like chicken and mushroom soup, please.
Coming right up.
It usually doesn't take too long. Ah, it's on its way. There you go. Now, I've got to look after Miss Hummel. Feel free to come sit with us, or you can find somewhere else to sit and eat. Could you
I
say
just
Tomy's up next?
What?
Already on it.
Mr. Falk.
Thanks, Dev.
Sunday was to be his birthday.
Here we go, Miss Hummel.
Hey, Case.
Oh, hi, Mum.
How's the morning been?
It's been okay,
Just okay.
I guess.
Have you been doing as you're told?
Yeah, I've been going around, like you asked. Patients don't seem to want much. I've just been talking with them.
Just remember, Case, you're here to help.
I am helping.
Good. There's a lot that goes on up here, more than you might realise. You need to keep your nose out of those books to see it. All right, I've got to get back to it. I'll see you up at the shuttle at 6. See you then.
Hello, dear.
Oh, hi, Mr. Bruce.
Very auspiciously aligned. It's rather strange indeed, come to think of it. I'm going to have another squiz at my charts. Just doesn't line up.
Good day.
Hi, Esther.
Just doesn't make sense.
What are you doing?
Studying my charts. I just don't get it.
You have a lot of strange things in here.
Strange? To you, perhaps. These are simply the tools of my trade.
What are you looking at?
You don't recognize these? Well, these are the road maps of the past, present, and future. Nothing happens on the ground unless it is written in the stars. This is the script for everything we do. Only it's a bit off today.
How do they work?
I don't have time for a comprehensive explanation of the functioning of the heavenly bodies. However, I can tell you this much. This section here is Aquarius, so anything in that zone pertains to Hugo. This is yesterday's chart, mind. So So yesterday, what do we have? No major planets in retrograde anywhere on the chart. Mars, as you will observe, was transiting his 8th house, meaning what? An animated inner landscape, connection with desire, vitality. For crying out loud, the moon! Look at that! The moon is right there in Aquarius. What in the name of Jehovah is happening?
You can really tell all that?
The heavens above us hold untold knowledge. We mortals can just pick at it through study, intuition and patience. I need to rest my eyes for a moment. This doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all. I mean, you'd have to be... My stars! You! Fetch me that book. Mr. Geller. You heard of him?
Is this his book?
Uri Geller, the modern-day Nostradamus. But that means... Is that you? If that's you, give me a sign. Very well. Put it back.
Good afternoon, Esther. Hi, Casey. I've got your afternoon regimen here.
Huh? Put it down there.
I have to see you take them.
Fine then. Fine.
Now, this is your afternoon medicine, Esther. I have a witness present. Actually, why don't you write this down, Casey? Esther has had her afternoon medicine for Friday.
Is that really necessary?
I just don't want you calling me in an hour saying you haven't had it yet.
Why would I do a thing like that? Lily, Mr. Falk, is his birthday... Well, was his birthday Sunday?
It was.
Wonderful book. Wonderful.
What makes it so good?
Well, it's scientific. It's a scientific study of phenomena. Mr. Geller is horribly misunderstood. What people don't realise is that he is a skeptic himself. It's not all spoons and watches.
Are you a fortune teller?
Careful with that. It's not so simple as in the stories. Reading involves understanding the meaning of each facet and what it means when they overlap and intersect. I don't do it much anymore. My eyes aren't what they once were.
Esther?
Yes?
Can you tell me anything about the history of the airship?
Well, all right. I do know some bits and pieces. Mostly what has come to me over time.
When was it built?
You don't need my gift to answer that. The 30s in Germany. They were going gangbusters back then.
Where was it lost at sea?
Easy. Off the coast of Gibraltar. I've got a story about that. Let me tell you sometime. The real question is, why is it here? Of all the little towns in all the world, Why did it have to wash up in our skies? I have my theories.
What are they?
Well, clearly, someone who lived here, someone who died here, had some unfinished business in our little town.
Who?
I haven't figured out their name. They don't just hand you an envelope with a return address, but if we found out who they were here for...
So?
So what?
Who do you think they came here for?
Who do I think who came here for? If you want to be a newspaper woman, you'd better start making a bit more sense.
But you were just saying that...
I was just saying what? I think I'd remember what I said. Now let me be for a moment. What are you scratching down there?
Just notes for my article.
That's right. You're a paparazzo.
What's that?
Ask Mrs. Kennedy. Well, all right then, I suppose. Leaving already?
I need to spend time with all the patients.
Very well. Off you go then.
Miss Hamill, would you like some help with that one, or I'll just, yes, here you go. Yes, that wasn't a great spot. I'll stand here and read, yes? Oh, the acoustic character is much improved from here. How thoughtful.
Excuse me?
Miss Beaumaris. I'm just conducting an impromptu reading of one of my works for Miss Hamill here.
Can I listen?
Of course. Come in and have a seat. I'll just find a place to start. Oh, this bit. You'll enjoy this, I'm sure. Finding yourself in dire straits is a common occurrence as an entrepreneur. I have done so many times. Don't think just because you're reading my book that I've always been successful. When you're bounced, you have to bounce back. You have to look around at your circumstances and ask yourself, what can I do here? What can I do with this situation? Fabulous questions. Ever applicable. You know Phoenix, Mr. Pettigrew. He's a big fan of my work. I can just imagine him reading these lines and coming up with the idea for this grand establishment. An important moment in its inception. And now here we are, standing with our own 2 feet upon a vision that appeared one day in a man's mind. Inseminated into that mind, if you will, by another. Why? I can take my own advice. I am here inside a dream made reality through my inspirative powers as an author. What a wonderful thought. And a wonderful opportunity. A book about this process. Student and teacher. Mentee and mentor. Protege and protégem. And myself. The muse of the architect. Now residing in these very halls. What a topic, and so profound for the reader to see themselves transformed through Felix's burgeoning growth. And I can do interviews with Felix, of course, but also with the beneficiaries of our largesse. I have much to do. Thank you, both of you. You've helped me more than you know.
You're welcome.
So long.
Goodbye, Tommy. Miss, Hummel.
I'm perfectly positioned to discuss the genesis of this unique sanctuary as mentor to Mr. Pettigrew and as a long-term resident.
Resident? So we're going to have a spot in this new book?
Well, certainly. In fact, I was going to ask if you'd consent to an interview.
Little old me? Interviewee? Well, why not?
Wonderful. Tomorrow morning, after breakfast, it'll give me time to put together an outline.
All right, then.
Oh, yes, there are so many layers to this. Dream to reality, imagination to construction, comedy and tragedy. Tragedy and conflict, after all, Mr. Fall.
Oh, I'm not sure I'd include that. My conflicts with him are my own business.
Oh, I didn't mean...
Aha! I see what you've done. I'll come along to your interview, sir, but I shan't be talking about any conflicts, which I was on the right end of in any case, as is being proven concurrently.
Right end of what?
Never you mind.
Yes, well, I'd best start getting these thoughts to paper. Time is a fickle muse. See you at dinner, Mrs. Fitzgerald.
So long, Mr. Avery.
Ah, Casey. Hello.
Hi, Mr. Avery.
All right. Hi, Mr. Avery.
Oh, hello. I'm glad you popped by, in fact. How's your shorthand? Greg or Pip?
I don't know any shorthand. Sorry. I need to keep going. Unless... How's your stomach this hour?
Please, do not distract me.
I'll assume that means you're fine.
Artist at work. Yes. Young Miss Beaumaris, a pleasure to see you again. Do come in. Have a seat.
Mr. Avery?
Yes, my dear?
Can you tell me what you know about the airship?
Ah, curious, are we? Very well. The year, 1976. The man, Felix Pettigrew. He saw an opportunity that no one else had seen before. A derelict airship, floating above a nowhere town.
Hey, that's my town.
My sincerest apologies. Within just a few months, he had convinced the town council to convert it to a hospital. And with some clever marketing, he raised capital investment from across the globe. A year later, and here we are, airborne, aboard a modern medical marvel.
Why was it made into a hospital?
Why? Why not? It's lovely up here.
Do you know where it was built?
Oh, you know, Europe somewhere. Mr. Bruce might know. He's Viennese. In any case, thank you, my dear. Your interest in the ship veritably confirms the worthiness of my current literary thrust. Yes.
So, you work here?
Yes, this is my creation space.
What's that mermaid?
Ah, yes. It's a gift from a paramour of mine. She told me to never lose it.
Where was it made?
Denmark. Well, that's what I've always assumed. I never did lose it.
It's lighter than it looks.
Yes. Hollow, I believe.
Is that a cassette player?
No, this. Portable dictation machine. Have you ever seen one before?
What does it do?
State of the art, this thing. Magnetic tape, battery operated, the works. I just press this button and say whatever I like. Genius, really. Then I can rewind and play it back any time I like. Whatever I like. Genius, really. Then I can... What an invention, eh?
But does it play cassettes?
Oh, never mind, child.
I might leave for the moment.
I see. Very well, my dear.
Hello, Miss.
What are you doing here?
I watch the afternoon as it becomes sunset.
Mr. Bruce?
Yes?
Do Esther and Mr. Folk fight a lot?
Nostradamus. I believe so. They are both of strong opinions.
Do you know what they were fighting about?
Mrs. Fitzgerald is a disciple of Starbrokers.
Whose side are you on?
I do not participate. My opinion is not requested. The arguments are not mine to discuss.
Do you mind if I ask you a question?
A question? I do not.
What do you know about the airship?
The Gräfin Isabella. I know some. I would voyage upon the Bella before the war when I was young.
Do you know Miss Hummel?
Yes.
Do you know why she doesn't talk?
No. Ask a nurse or Mrs. Wan. They are friends.
I'll I'll leave you to it.
Goodbye, miss.
Oh.
Lily?
Yeah?
Can I ask you about Miss Hummel?
Oh, right. Of course.
She isn't speaking with me.
Yes, I should have mentioned this. Tommy doesn't speak. Technically, the term is non-verbal, but she likes company, and I think she does communicate, or at least, you can tell when she's happy.
How should I communicate with her?
You can speak with her like normal. Just don't expect a verbal response. She's got a funny sense of humour, I think.
What does palliative mean?
Oh, well, usually we're focused on getting people back to their regular, healthy selves. But when that's no longer possible, we need to change the way we look after them. So instead of care focused on healing, it's more about quality of life.
Are any of the patients palliative?
At the moment, it's just Dr. Bouchard. It's a fact of life in a hospital. We do what we can for them, while we can.
Esther was talking about an argument she was having with someone yesterday. Mr. Falk?
Ah, those two got into it every now and then. Mr. Falk was quite sceptical of Mrs. Fitzgerald's beliefs.
Do you know what the fight was about?
I wasn't there. I'm not sure. If it was in the cafeteria, Mr. Avery might have been around. He usually eats with Esther.
Do you know much about the airship? Before it was a hospital?
Like, when it was just a wreck?
Before that, where did it come from?
Europe. Somewhere. Every so often we find something or other with a bit of foreign writing on it. German looking, though some of it looked a bit more Spanish. To me. Oh, Ted might know more about it. The shuttle operator. He spends a lot of time up here. I don't know where he goes off to, but he got the shuttle working. I'm sure he'd know more about the ship.
Where can I find him?
I'm not sure, to be honest. You might be able to catch him in the hall every now and then.
Thanks, Lily.
No worries.
Hi, Miss Hummel. Tommy? I'm just gonna have a look around, if that's okay. Your watering can is almost empty. You have a beautiful garden. You look after it, I suppose. I wonder how you got all these. Maybe your family? Some of those pots look like the ones we used to have at our house. I might, I'll refill this for you. Here you go. Are you going to water the flowers?
Casey to the nurse's station, please.
Goodbye, Mrs. Hummel.
There you are. It's past 5. Ted'll be waiting.
Sorry.
Yes, well, I just can't be tracking you down all the time. Let's go then. All right. Let's get home. Damn, I think we're out of leftovers. Oh, I'll throw something together.
I met Miss Hummel. It was a bit strange at first. I like her.
Mm-hmm.
Today was interesting. There's so much happening up there. It was hard to keep up.
Keep up?
With everything going on.
Oh, well, you don't need to keep up with everything, but you are meant to help out. So did you help out much today?
Of course. I mean, I did as much as I could.
Listen, Casey, up there you can't half do things. When you're working, you have to focus. Look, just... Maybe I shouldn't have. Never mind. I've got to check these over. Give me a minute.